Khan. So first and foremost, I'm gonna say call halal abanaw Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Wamalak Yahushai. Right, that's all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God. Right, so like I said, man, the Lord told us, man, right, what Yahweh said, let's make man in our image, right? So that's what they done, right? So when we get into the scriptures, right, and we see the Most High, we need to be like we need to be resembling attributes, right? His characters, right? His characteristics, right? So us being made in the image of the Most High, we need to learn how to be right, more long suffering, more forgiving, right? Actually, follow Him the way He wanted to be followed, not the way that we want to follow Him, right? Different things like that. So and Salakia, for the late start and moving the times and stuff like that. But family calls, man. It says we got to lead our household as well as lead the people, right? So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse number 26, and it reads, and God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of the Alahayim created he him, male and female created he them, and Yahweh blessed them. And the Alahayim said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Right? So key point, man, God told us to what? Be fruitful and multiply. Right? Then it says what? And replenish the earth, right? So we was put here to replenish the earth. We was put here to expel the laws, statutes, and commandments, right, to the nations, man, to the Goyim, man, and to the Gentiles of our nation, man, right? So we out here, man, to replenish the earth, put the world back in order, man, right? The scriptures also tell us, man, since the right people are not in rulership, man, foundations of the earth, right, are turned upside down, man, right? So we need to become who we need to become for the Most High. So it says, so the Alahayim, Salakia, so the Alahayim created man in his own image, and in the image of the Alahayim created he him, male and female created he them, right? So both of us, male and woman, right, needs to learn how to be the express image, right, of the invisible God, right, just like how Yahushua was, right. We need to move like him, we need to operate like him, right, and one of the ways that we do that is by putting fringes on, right. That's one way for us to be in the image of our Father as sons and daughters of the Father, right. So I'm gonna go to the book of Isaiah, right, to prove. And I wish I had the brother on here to go into the Greek for me, right? But to prove that the Lord is up there wearing fringes, man, while we down here wearing fringes, right? So this is one way to be in Yahweh's image, right? Isaiah chapter 6 and verse number 1, and it reads, in the year that the king Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon the throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. Right? When you look up this word train, right, it really goes into a fringe, right? So his fringes, the Lord's fringes, right, filled the temple, man. And even when we go into the creating of our temple on earth, right, the Lord put fringes on the temple, right? You can look that up as well, right? In Exodus, in between Exodus chapter 23 to Exodus chapter 27 is the creation of the temple, right? Or the blueprint for it. It says, and his train, right, filled the temple. His fringes filled the temple, right? So then for us to be in his likeness and be like him in the express image of him, right? He commands us what? This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, and verse number 37. And it reads, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel and command them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. Right. So the Lord commanded us to be in his image, right? By having us to wear fringes, having us to put that ribbon of blue on there to show our royalty, right? So we shouldn't neglect to hold on to that image of God, right? And that's how we become in his likeness and in his image, right? Likeness just goes into just how Yahweh is built, we built, right? So the only thing that's different with a woman is that she has the female parts, but besides that, she has shoulders like Yahweh, right? She has a torso like Yahweh, she has legs like Yahweh, and she has feet and hands like Yahweh, right? So just like the man, we built just like Yahweh, man. That's his likeness. But his image is what he wears, how he acts, what he says, when he says it, right? Our responding time, all these different things, we have to absorb the characteristics of Yahweh to be like his image, right? To be in his image. So we see that in Numbers chapter 15, verse 37 on down, he commands us to be like him by making us to wear fringes. In Isaiah chapter 6 and verse number 1, it tells us that his train filled the temple, right? Meaning his fringes, right? Or his skirt filled the temple, which skirt goes back into fringe as well, right? So now we're going to move on to the next thing, right? And even show furthermore, right, how Christ, if we're going to be Christ followers, Christ wore fringes, right? If I get this in a GNT, it'll actually say that this lady touched the fringe, right, of his garment. So, but we're going to go get it in the KJV. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 9, and verse number 21. And it reads, I'm gonna start at 20. And behold, a woman which was diseased with the issue of blood 12 years came behind him and touched the hem of his garment, right? And that word hem goes into the fringe, right? So if Jesus Christ was in the image of the Most High, he wearing fringes, right? And Yahweh wearing fringes, and he commanded us to follow him as he followed the Father, then we should be wearing fringes as male and female, right? Because he said, in our image have we created them, male and female, he created he them, right? So just like a man wear fringes, a woman's supposed to be out here wearing fringes every day, man. Not one day go past where you don't have your fringes on, man. And when you become a man and a woman of God, that's exactly what you do. You make sure you don't leave the house unless you got your fringes on, man, right? And if you want to be a Proverbs 31 woman, right, you actually sit there throughout the night, man, and you sew fringes and you braid up tassels, right? And you do all these things for the kingdom. You make these things for your children, man. You put the fringes on your children's shirt, their skirts, their dresses, their garments, right? Because you're trying to be that Proverbs 31, the good parts, right, of Proverbs 31, right? Because everybody want to say Proverbs 31 woman, right? But they don't even realize in the first 10 verses it was talking about a different woman. Matter of fact, let me get that right quick. Just so we could just so I could show you it's not good to say that you want to be a Proverbs 31 woman, but you want to say that you want to be the good parts of the Proverbs 31 woman. Right? So it says let me see. Right? Proverbs 31 and verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to which destroyeth kings. Because another part of Proverbs 31 and a woman in Proverbs 31 is that she could destroy kings, right? Do you want to be that woman that destroyed kings? No. So when you say you want to be a Proverbs 31 woman, you want to say starting from 10 on down, right? The Proverbs 31, 10 on down, right? That's what I want to be. That's what I want to strive to be. Because from 1 to 9, it's telling you, right? It's telling you, no, Salakia. From 1 to 8 is telling you different things that you don't want to be, right? So enough of that. We got Christ in Matthew chapter 9 and verse 20. Well, yeah, 9 and 20 on down. He has fringes on. Numbers 15, 30, 37 to 38, right? We supposed to have fringes on. Isaiah 6 and 1, Yahweh has fringes on. So that's us being that image, being in that image of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, right? So let's get into another characteristic of Yahweh, man, right? And this characteristics is to be forgiven, right? Be able to forgive your brother and your sister, right? Your husband and your wife, right? You want to be very forgiving in these last days, man. Because if we want Yahweh to forgive us, we first got to forgive our brothers and sisters and our wife and our husbands, right? So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse number I believe I want 6, right? Chapter 20 and verse number 6. And showeth mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Right? So the Lord, he shows mercy, right, unto those that keep his commandments, man. So we also got to have that mercy with one another. We can't be so quick to jump down one another's throat, right? You got to try to have that mercy as well, just like Yahweh Bashem Yahushua got that mercy for us, right? So I want to get another one in the book of First John chapter 4 and verse number 20. This is the book of First John chapter 4 and verse number 20. If a man say, I love the Most High, and hated his brother or his sister, he or she is a liar. For he or she that loveth his brother or his sister, whom he have seen, who it says, Salakia. So this is the thing where, this is going for women and men, but I'm read it in the masculine. So if you're a woman, right, go ahead and take it in the feminine where you're thinking about your sister, right, and your brother. You're not just thinking about this, just talking to men, right, but it's talking to us all. So it says, if a man say, I love God and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he had seen, how can he love the Most High, whom he had not seen? And this commandment have we from him, that he who loved the Most High love his brother also, right? So a way to be more like the Most High, right, is to love your brother. It's to show forgiveness. It's to have mercy, right? Because if we don't love our brother and our sister and we hate them, then we hate the Most High, right? And I'm gonna furthermore prove that with this precept right here. First John chapter 1 and verse number 9. It says, verse number 9, he that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother is in darkness even until now. He that love his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him. So if you love your brother and your sister, right, you don't have to worry about stumbling. You don't have to worry about falling short, man, right? Because you loving your brother and your sister, the Lord says that it cover a multitude of sin, right? So let's get that right quick in the book of let me see. We're gonna get that in the book of let me see, where's that? In the book of Matthew, right, chapter 18 and verse 21. Right? Because the Lord tells us, I think I wanted that in Corinthians, right? But Yahweh Bashem Shai tells us, man, that charity, right, covers a multitude of sins, man. So, and charity just goes into that word love. That word really just goes into love, right? So it says, it's telling us that love covers a multitude of sins, right? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse number 21. So this is still going into forgiveness, right? I could go, I think it's is it I knew I should have wrote it down. Right, but we're gonna stay on forgiveness, right? So I don't get too off track. So the Lord forgives us a multitude of times, man. He said he's a jealous God when we serve other gods, right? He hate us to 1,000 generations. I mean 1,000 yeah, I think it was like something like that. Let me see. Let's go to the book of Exodus again right quick. Because I know I didn't read it trying to get straight to the point, but it's good to read. All right. Exodus 20 and verse number 5. It says, "Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, Yahweh your power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me." Right. Then after that, we get, "And showeth mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments." Right. So Yahweh, right, would jam you up to the third and fourth generation, right? But that third or fourth generation, you will come back and you will live out that judgment, right? So he's given us a chance to repent. That shows his forgiveness, right? When he because he says to the third or fourth generation, meaning that he's always prepared to forgive you. Yahweh really loves Israel. He loves Jacob. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, as much as we disrespect him and go against him, he still, at the end of the day, is going to save all our nation, right? Through the 144 and the multitude, right? Because his forgiveness is everlasting, right? So, but one more on forgiveness about us forgiving, right? The children of Israel need to also be forgiven, right? They need to say, because watch this. This is what Yahweh Shai said to Peter. This is the book of Matthew 18:21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me and I forgive him? Till 7 times? And Yahweh Shai said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but unto 70 times 7. He's telling us that we need to always forgive our brother. Always, always forgive your brother, man. Because if you hold a grudge against your brother, man, your sin is not going to be forgiven from the Heavenly Father, right? So, yeah, that's what he's saying. Be extra forgiving, man, just like Yahweh, right? Now, there's another one, right? That's built up for the children of Israel, right? And that's that we gotta love one another, right? We absolutely have to love one another, man, right? So this is the book of hold on, Salaki. Yeah, we're gonna go to Jeremiah to see the love of the Father, right? Because as much as we disrespect, right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he's still forgiving us for our sins, man, at the end of the day, right? So we're gonna read, you know, a portion of the new covenant, right? This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31. Let me see if I want it from the top or not. Book of Jeremiah 31. And now I'm just gonna get to the point in verse 3. It says, Yahweh hath appeared of old unto me, saying, I have loved thee with an everlasting love. Therefore, Talaki, therefore, with loving kindness have I drawn thee. Again, I will build thee, and thou shalt be built, O Virgin of Israel. Thou shalt again be adorned with thy tabrets, and shall go forth in the dances of them that make merry. Right. So like it says that the Lord loves us with what? Everlasting love. Right. So Yahweh love for us is everlasting. As much as we go out here, we fornicate with these other gods, right? We make sacrifices under trees, right? We become like the heathen, and we're doing what the heathen does. Even though we do all of that, The Lord tells us his love is an everlasting love. That way you sons of Jacob are not consumed, right? Let's get another one right quick about Yahweh loving us, man, to the end of time, right? Malachi, I'm gonna get 3 on Yahweh's love for us, right? Let's go Malachi chapter 3 and verse number 1. Behold, I will send my messenger that shall prepare. Oh, my bad. Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, hold on, I'm missing the mark somewhere. I don't want to get that if it ain't needed. Right. Okay, it's Malachi 1 and 1. It says, this is the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and 1. The burden of the Lord, right, to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, right? So this is what the Lord is telling us, man, right? That he loves us, man. Even though that it feels like Yahweh don't love us right now, he loves us, man. Right? So let me get one more witness, right? The book of Obadiah, right? This is the book of Obadiah, right? Verse Salakia. Let me see where I'm gonna start at. Con. I'm gonna start at verse number 10, right? And then I'm gonna drop down to verse 17. So this is Obadiah, verse number 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, and the day the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered to his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. But thou shouldest have so I'm gonna drop down because this is a good chapter, but I'm gonna just drop down. Verse 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. That shows his love for us, man. Right? If you seen your wife in trouble, your husband in trouble, right? You're gonna try your damnedest to get him out of that trouble. If your husband get locked up by the police, right, you're gonna try to see how you could bring together some bail money, right? This is the same thing with the Most High, man. The Most High seen us get locked up, and he was like, nah, yeah, I got the bond money right now. Let me just go talk to the right, the Gold's bail bond, right? Or ABC bonds, Let me go holler at the bonds company, man. But Yahweh, he got our bond, our bail already, man, right? Because he loved us. He said, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. You're gonna come out, right? You're gonna get out of there. And there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. They shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh has spoken it. And that shows his love. That shows his care and concern for his people, Israel, right? And then as we read before, right, it says, wherein thou has thou loved us, man, right? But he has, because he's still gonna give us deliverance, and he gonna let us get our get back. Ain't nothing better than, when your little brother, he haul off and sneak you, boom, and your parent come around, he like, hey, you better not. And then, but he tell him, hey, look, both of y'all go put on some headgear and some gloves, right, and go get it in, right? No, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Their younger brother said. And then the older brother like, nah, you're gonna have to get this. And the daddy like, yeah, y'all go get on them gloves. If you don't fight him, I'm whooping you. You feel what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful love, man. You feel what I'm saying? To get that understanding back, right? That Esau gotta get what's coming to him. That's no greater love, than that, man. Than to be able to get back at the people that hate you, man. Right? So now we're gonna go to First Peter, right, chapter 4 and verse number 8. This is the book of First Peter chapter 4 and verse number 8. And above all things, have fervent love or fervent charity among yourselves. For charity, love, covereth a multitude of sins. Right? Use hospitality to another without grudging. Right? Be happy to serve one another. Right? Without grudging, man, because that shows the amount of love that you have for the Father and our big brother, Hamashiach Yahweh. Some of y'all forefather, right? David, man, the seed of David, man, Yahushua Mashiach. And it says, as every man had received the gift, even so serve the same one to another. Because that word minister, it just goes into serve. As good stewards of the manifold grace or gift of Yahweh, man, right? And the steward is is like a guard, right? Somebody who's who's guarding you, right, or guiding you in the way, right? So it says that love covereth a multitude of sins. So we need to be sure that we have a fervent love one to another, man. That unbreakable love, that love that makes you constantly repent, right? Makes you constantly think about like, okay, I know what I said here. You feel what I'm saying? But I never do that to you. I know when I was hurt, I mentioned this, right? But that'll never happen, right? These different things, man. We have to have that fervent love one to another, man. When somebody hurt your feelings, you quick to forgive them, man, and not hold a grudge, right? This is the type of love that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and the disciples and apostles, right, taught us to have that everlasting love to the children of Israel, right? So now we're gonna go back, right, to the book of John, and I think I want First John chapter 2 and verse number 9, right? First John 2 and verse number 9. Oh no, I don't want that. Okay, so I want First John 4 and verse number 20. I already read that. All right, cool. All praise to the Most High. All right, so let's go to First Peter, right, chapter 2 and verse number 17. There's really a milk precept. This is why the brotherhood and the sisterhood is so important, right? This is the book of First Peter chapter 2 and verse number 17. Honor all men, right? Meaning all Israelites, right? Honor all men, love the brotherhood and sisterhood, fear Yahweh, and honor the king, right? So we have to honor one another, man. We have to reverence one another in a high regard, right? Just like how Yahushua honors the Most High, right? That's how we need to honor one another and Hamashiach Yahushua, right? So with that, man, I just want to put out this video, man, just to show us that we are being in the image of God, and we need to strive to become more like the Most High. Like in the book of Hosea, right? Always forgiving, right? Always waiting for the time to bring us back to our homeland, right? So with that, I want to say, call Allah, Abanaw Yahweh, Ba'ashem, wa Malak Yahushai. That's all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God and His only begotten Son name, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, real name Yahushai, and Barakatah, right, to the Aki and Wa, Akwatium, and the Banyam, right, Yasharala. Shalom.